Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here playing Payday 2 Crimewave Edition on the Xbox One. This is the It Takes a Pig to Kill a Pig achievement / trophy guide for using a pig to kill a law enforcer on the contract The Big Bank, which is under the dentist category. Feel free to use some of the pre-planning before the mission to kind of give you some extra ammo bags and whatnot. And you're going to need at least one other human player with you, although the more the merrier, and the more human players you have, the easier it'll probably be on you guys to get this achievement or trophy. Now, once you come inside the bank, just shoot your gun as loud as you can in order to get the police to be called and for all the alarms to be triggered, because you will need police to actually be able to get this achievement or trophy. Now, what you're going to want to do is right in the middle of the bank, there's a staircase that kind of leads downwards with a glass window above you. Right where I am right now, right where I'm shooting, and right where I'm crouching, right here is where the pig drops. And that's where you're going to need one person. So in our case, it's Texans with the green gamer tag there. He's going to be the guy that's in charge of keeping the police kind of downstairs with him. He's going to be communicating to the crane operator and to the other teammate about the position of the enemies and the timing of everything. And then you're gonna want one or two guys down there, kind of depending on your team setup. And then you're gonna want one or two guys. You're gonna want one guy on the roof and then one guy accessing the crane. So to get to the crane, you're going to need to use the emergency ladder to get onto the roof. Then you're going to need to set up a zip line in this corner and use the zip line to get up to the crane, which is what I'm doing. Although me and one of my teammates will switch positions in a bit so that I can give you guys a better camera angle of how this achievement goes down. Basically, right now, the one player or the two players inside the bank and the one on the roof, they're not really doing anything other than keeping themselves alive, possibly moving hostages around, but they're not really doing a hell of a lot. So what you're going to need to do is once you do zipline up to the crane, make sure you take the two red ladders and get up to the actual inside operating room of the operator's room of the crane and interact with it, which will raise this pig. Now, it's going to start swinging to the left, and eventually it'll stop. You're going to have to interact with it again in order to swing it more to the left, and then interact with it again in order for it to swing and position itself right above those glass windows that I was just shooting out. So that's going to take you around 3 minutes, plus or minus, kind of depending on how your team communicates, how fast you guys are and whatnot. It's going to take you about 2 or 3 minutes to get that pig into position, as you see on screen right now. Eventually it'll stop, and instead of having the option to make the pig or turn the crane left, you'll only have the option of release the crane. So releasing the crane drops the pig, and you need that pig to drop through the glass window and then kill the enemies below. So I showed you exactly where those enemies need to be in order for the pig to actually hit them. Right now, me and Blizzard, which is the guy in front of me here with the blue gamer tag, he's going to be the crane operator so that I can show you guys the actual perfect view you want. So Texans is down there, and he's kind of trying to get the police in the proper position, which is where I just showed you where I shot. But you have to keep in mind, he does have to keep himself alive. He also has to make sure that, you know, they're not running around too much. Eventually, you're also going to want to take care of the snipers so that they don't kill you if you're on the roof. And eventually, once you have all three teammates or two teammates and you guys are communicating, it is essential that you use communication. You will signal to each other when it is time to drop that pig. So I'll show you guys right here. As soon as we all see that there's a police officer right there, we signal drop the pig. The crane operator releases the crane. The pig drops through the window and it kills the enemy that was sitting in that position that I showed you at the beginning of the video where Texans is standing. All members of your squad will receive the achievement, luckily. And that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to share this with your friends. You can also subscribe for future content, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Peace!